Hey everybody, welcome back to the podcast where we talk about photography and conspiracy theories, such as the government using this time to replace the batteries in their birds, or Nintendo creating the virus to boost their sales in Animal Crossing. I'm your host, Burnside. Alright, all jokes aside, hey guys, thank you guys for coming back to the channel. This video is going to be a sequel to a video I just did on self-portraits. If you haven't seen it, there's going to be an annotation in the top corner of the screen. So today we're going to be doing a little bit of a simpler idea. The ones that I did in the previous video are a little bit more extravagant, and some of you may not have access to all those materials. So this one, we're just going to use paper, scissors, and a lamp. Hopefully you guys have that in your room. This idea is actually a repeat of something I did back when I used to live in San Jose when I was in college. And we're going to apply some other ideas that I have as well. So round one is going to be lights and shadow play. We're going to use the paper, scissors, and lamp for that one, and other things that I can find in my house, like maybe use my fridge for that round. And in round two, we're going to incorporate some abstract ideas with things around my house. This is not necessarily props used to focus on me, but rather me focusing on the props. This idea is heavily influenced by an account that I follow on Instagram. You should go follow her. She's really talented. I don't know her personally, but her stuff pops up on my search feed a lot. So that's going to be today's video. So let's get started. Round one, lights and shadow play. Hey, how's it going, everybody? I had to wait till nighttime so that there was no light coming in through my window because I only needed one key light, which is my desk lamp right here, to light me. I have my pieces of paper with me and a pair of scissors. I'm going to go to town on these, just poke holes randomly all throughout. There's gonna be really no strategy for most of them. Maybe I'll be strategic with one of them, but other than that, it's up to you if you want to cut very specific shapes because you want a certain shadow on your face. But what I'm gonna do is just literally open up these scissors and just poke right through, maybe tear a couple holes open, even more, just to have some variation. So yeah, let's just get to cutting some holes in this. All right, so here's my mangled piece of paper. There's obviously no strategy to this. I put a huge gaping hole through it. I was just stabbing my scissors through it. I'm like, oh, the holes are too small. So I just reached in there and expanded it. One tip that I do have for you guys, there's gonna be a couple coming along, is have your light 45 degrees away from you. Camera's right here. I want the light at least 45 degrees away from me, because if it's just along my profile, I would have to hold it like this, and the shadows would not really go across the front of my face. It only hit my ear and the side of my head. So that wouldn't look that great. So make sure that the light is 45 degrees away from you. Hold this up to the lamp and then have a great time. Oh yeah, it's also very important that you turn off all the lights in your room. Even your computer monitor. You wouldn't want to have mixing color temperatures in your photo. So only have one key light, your lamp, and you're good to go. All right, now all my lights are off. One thing that I am doing differently about these self-portraits this time is I'm going to be using my phone as a Wi-Fi trigger, an electronic trigger. You could see a preview of me right there in my EOS R. And it'll still be on a self-timer just to give myself time to get set after I press the screen. But I'm doing it this time because I'm going to be shooting at a very shallow depth of fields, probably 1.4, 1.6, because it's so dark in here and I need more light. And it's really hard to really pin that focus with another reference point if it's going to be that shallow of a depth of field. So that's what I'm going to be doing different this time. I'm pretty sure you can find any Wi-Fi or phone trigger for any camera that you own. So yeah, have a go at it. Solid. Oh yeah, that's perfect. I just gotta have good posture. And another thing that you're probably seeing me do is that the more I push the piece of paper towards the light, the more the shadow starts to envelop my entire torso. But then the lines of the shadow get a lot softer. If you want the lines of the shadow to be more defined, you have to bring it closer to your face. As you could, I don't know if you could tell, but the problem with this is that it's gonna be in your shot. So you gotta do a nice little balance and maybe even make the holes bigger just to play with that. There's a lot of things that you could do to express your creativity in this, experiment. So yeah. Alright, I put on a beanie to contain my unruly hair, but now I look like one of those bandits from Home Alone, or the criminal that killed the photographer that's actually taking these photos. These aren't actually self-portraits. True story though, in high school, a lot of older people thought that I looked like a punk on the streets and would always be confronted because I looked like I was about to break the rules, but I never did. Just, terrible. Maybe I'll include the piece of paper in this shot. Look like tiger camo. Alright, so for this piece of paper, I cut some very straight lines. See if I could get that nice stripe down effect from my face. Or maybe it'll look like a window with some rain droplets down it. Damn, that is so edgy. But yeah, I'm just gonna see what this looks like, and we'll move on from there. Oh shoot, this actually just looks like I'm behind prison bars. Dude, I really do look like a criminal. I'm making it too easy. Just taking my own mugshot. Oh gosh.
Thank you for watching that sad mess that I call a career, and now we're gonna go over to the editor and see what he thinks.
They suck.
Thank you, Jet. I think we're all in agreement that this career is going down faster than you could say back to school. No time to waste, ladies and gentlemen. We are on to our second and final round. Abstract props, whatever the hell that means.
Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome to the next morning. We are going to finish up this last round with some abstract props. One thing I did like from the Instagram account that I did mention earlier, I'm gonna try to pronounce her name, sorry if I butcher it, Ziqian Liu. There are some photos on her feed where she has something in the foreground, but she stands behind something translucent. I have something similar like that. I have this. The story behind this thing is that this desk that I use right now, I got it from my friend's office when they were closing out and they were giving away free furniture. This desk came with a translucent barrier, I guess like to divide up the cubicles or the desks. And I took it intending to use it, but I was like, wait, if I attach this to the back of the desk, that means all of my cords have to go over the barrier, so I never used it. But now I have a chance to, and I think this will work because you can kind of tell when I press up against it that like you can see like my hands and stuff. What if I press my face against it? I know this isn't really a household item, but maybe you guys can come up with something really creative, and I would love to see you guys do that. Make sure you tag me on Instagram at Who's Chris Chu if you come up with a very creative solution. But I'm lucky enough to have this translucent barrier, so I'll be using this. So this is what I'm working with, and there are like the brackets to like attach to my desk. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty fun. We're gonna use a couple flowers or houseplants and maybe an orange on that stool, and I will be lighting a little bit of this with the aperture 120D. It's at 50% right now, so it's not that powerful. You can easily light this type of scene with your window light, but I'm just doing this because I'm pretty far from my window. So the first prop that I have right here is this little flower. It's from my bathroom, but I think it looks pretty nice for this kind of shoot. So we're just going to put this on the stool right here. And we're just gonna mess around with like the type of shapes that I can use with my arms or my face. What? All right, here we go. First shot. Let me make sure that I stay within the boundary. All right, let's see what this looks like. Oh, not bad, not bad. I can't believe it works. Woo-wee! I'm pretty sure that when Ziqian does these shots, she's not yelling out "Ooh-wee!" when she does these shots. But if she does, that's pretty interesting. Okay, so I think I have to cover up the stool with something because it's kind of stealing the show from the flower. This color's too bright, so I'm going to maybe like drape a long black shirt over it and see what that will do.
And that concludes our final round and this video on self-portraits. Thank you guys again for watching another video from wherever you are. Make sure you click that subscribe button. Leave a comment down below on what you think about these self-portrait ideas and how you could do a better job than I can. Make sure you kill that like button, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace. I feel like one of those backup singers who swing and snap. When a man loves a woman, the closer I get to you.